And welcome in to another RSC match day. We are on match day 5 today, and we're going to be featuring the Watts versus the Barbarians in Amateur, and the Midday Naps versus the Olag Kai in Challenger. I'm Visionary 1. Joining me tonight is Thunda Esk. How are you doing tonight, Thunda?
Dude, Vision, I'm doing great, man. How are you today?
I'm doing wonderful, man. Just another night of RSC. I'm super excited to watch these guys go at it. We got noobs behind the scenes, so go ahead and chat. Go ahead and spam a little bit. Thank noobs for being behind the scenes and controlling all this for us. But yeah, we got two great matchups tonight, the Watts and the Barbarians and the Midday Daps and the Olag High. I'm really excited to see it. But before that does come up, however, we have to mention the brand new event that is going to be coming out for the RSC. We have the Crossover Cup that is starting this weekend, guys. This weekend. It's a multi-week competitive event. We're featuring inter-tier teams. It's open to FAs, perm free As, and franchise players, all right? So everybody gets the chance to play. There's 4 different divisions. You got Legends, Champions, Diamonds. Actually, I'm sorry, there's only 3 there. I can't read, apparently. Legends is going to comprise of Premier, Master, and Elite, Champions, Major, Minor, and Challenger, and then the Diamonds are Prospect, Contender, and Amateur. And the cool thing about this tournament is you have to have one from every tier on your team. And again, this is open to free agents, perma free agents, everybody that's here in the RSC community with us. We encourage you to sign up for it. It's a multi-week tournament. It goes all the way until July 12th, and it starts this weekend. So go ahead and hit that event announcements tab. Check it out, sign up for it with your team. Other than that, let's go ahead and go into the stats for tonight's game. What are we looking at?
So far you've got the Watts and Barbarians. Both teams actually have very similar records. The Barbarians are 8-8, the Watts are 9-7, and they both actually have the same opponent winning percentage at this point. So you can tell both teams have just played really close games. As you can see, the Barbarians have a couple more goals for, between 37 to their 29 by the Watts. The Barbarians also have 32 goals against compared to the 29 for the Watts. So it seems like Barbarians are more high risk, high reward, you could say, although relatively close. So it's still early in the season. I would point out, too, the shooting percentages. The 37.76% for the Barbarians and the 36.71% for the Watts, they're very close. And to me, that's always kind of like anytime you're getting between 35 to 40% team-wise, that's pretty good. So I think you're going to have a pretty good shooting percentage for both these teams today, and probably a bunch of goals based on what we're seeing.
And I mean, that's all you can really hope for, right? This amateur cheer, it's really exciting. It can be kind of chaotic. Anything can happen. I'm super excited to get into this game for sure.
Oh, this one's going to be a ton of fun, no doubt about it.
Oh, absolutely. Let's bring the hype, guys. Let's bring the hype. Let's get up and chat, and let's get ready for some RSC Match Day 5. So apparently the players to watch out for right now. We got CSO Gun Killer. That's a great name, by the way. 13 goals and 6 assists. He's played in 12 games so far. So you got to respect that he's played the majority of the games for the team on the Watts. And then on the Barbarian side, you got Poteet, who's got 17 goals and a shot percentage of 46%. So we're going to be looking for them to do the most damage tonight. But other than that, you can't count anybody out. It looks like the Barbarians are playing a rotation, which actually is nice to see in the amateur tier to get everybody some playing time. What do you think about that strategy, Thunda?
I think it's a good one. From what I know about the Barbarians, most of their rotation somewhat is they'd like to have a set 3. It's just they're still trying to figure it out, between their third man. I know Visions is a huge difference maker for them too. He's very mechanically gifted, but sometimes he's just not available. So they're trying to make do and form other different lineups, which I think over the course of the season probably helps them, build depth and have everybody ready. But I think you'll see, if assuming he's available, it'll probably be Poteet, Visions, and either Rubber Duck or exactly Zero for the Barbarians. And I 100% agree with you about Gun Killer. He's 100% the difference maker on the Watts. He tends to play a little conservative at times and doesn't really play as good or play as much offense as he probably should, because he's very talented at that too. So we'll see if his team, how his team's rotation is tonight, and whether they can kind of let him loose.
Absolutely. And I mean, I'm obviously already partial to Visions myself because we basically share a name. So,
It's
so
pretty good. See.
yeah, absolutely. So I'm biased towards the Barbarians already, but you guys don't know that. So we are ready to go ahead and get into this match between the Watts and the Barbarians. Let's get them on the pitch and let's go ahead and cast this exciting amateur match tonight.
Let's do it. And for everybody out there in the chat, we hope you guys, all your matches went well if you were playing tonight.
And if they didn't, there's always next week. Remember that.
That's for sure.
We're going to have exactly 0, and it looks like Defia 7-11 going for the kickoff right here. and it's going to go killed. They both cheat, and Rubber Duck does get the touch. CS Gun Killer is going to play this over to the side, gets a light touch, and Rubber Duck's going to play this to the middle. So far, and as soon as I say that, exactly zero just comes right in, punishes the whiff, and we have a 1-0 game.
What a start, though. You can tell Gun Killer was just trying to get it. Defy just went over the ball, and good start there for the Barbarians. Just between Rubber Duck and exactly zero, just great pass, and just way to be there when he needed to be.
Absolutely. We go to the kickoff again. Looks like only the Watts are deciding to cheat up, and it actually pays off as Gun Killer gets the touch over. Gun Killer's up, he gets the touch. It's off the crossbar. Rubber Duck has to make a save here. He gets dunked, and a lot of pressure right here from the Watts.
And you can tell both teams are coming out pretty strong right now. I think both won. It's always tough playing on stream if this is your first stream match of the season. But both teams so far have done pretty well.
Absolutely. Little double commit in the midfield right there, but Defia's going to be able to play this over towards net. He gets a touch. He's flying for it. And Poteet gets the save. Gun Killer's going to be next up here. He does get the touch. He's a little bit behind it. Rubber Duck has the challenge. It's going to be over. And is that Dipies? I can't pronounce that right now. I'd have to get a better look at it. But Defia is going to play this. He actually pinches it opposite side into Spicytron. Going to go ahead and play this up. You're going to leave it. He has no boost. And Gun Killer's going to take this over. He does have a shot. Is it in? No, it is off the post. Poteet able to clear it away.
Oh man, a great opportunity there for the Barbarians. Poteet took it on offense for defense. It's a close one. Not able to finish it off though. And I'm right there with you. I'm still trying to figure out Spicytron, I suppose.
Yeah, I'm going to go with that. Spicytron is going to be the name I'm going to go with. Defia's going to be able to play this over in the corner. He's actually going to leave it for Ghost Killer, and he gets dunked on it. Poteet with the unfortunate miss, and Spicytron, I'm just going to start calling him 21 to make it easy on myself. 21's able to play that away. Nobody's going for the ball. Rubber Duck's going to have a dribble here. He gets the flick, and it's going to be all crossbar. Gun Killer makes the save!
What a play, man. You thought he had it.
Oh my god, okay, exactly zero with the little fake in the corner. He's waiting for a teammate to come in, but he doesn't. Rubber Duck takes the 50, he's gonna play this up the wall. He does get the touch, and he might have a shot here. Gets it over Gun Killer, Poteet's coming in, and 21's able to play it away. Defia might have a breakaway goal here if he can get a good touch. He's gonna give it up to Gun Killer. Gun Killer's gonna play it off once again, off the crossbar, but he gets the rebound, and it's in. Tie game 1-1.
Man, that was a little bit of a risky play there. I can't tell who the last guy back to the Barbarians was. Might have been exactly zero. But he went when he was third, kind of left his team in a tough one, and then Gun Killer just put a very nice little touch over the middle and finished it off. Well done by him.
Absolutely. And right now, I mean, we're seeing the Watts have the majority of the pressure in the game. They really just haven't been able to convert every opportunity that they've had yet. I really like the fact that they're able to get into the face of the orange team, of the Barbarians here, and really kind of, you know, keep the ball away. And only that kickoff goal at the start was it. So we'll see if they can continue that.
We'll say, so far from what I've seen, it looks like the Barbarians have had pretty good pressure. And as you see, it just dunked off of Gun Killer's head right there for his car. But I think they've had some opportunities. They just haven't really maybe put it in the perfect spot to score it. But you can see they're keeping it in the Watts end for a good amount of time.
Absolutely. I feel like the Watts may have had this for the first half of the match, but now they are kind of taking over here. The Barbarians are in the second half. You see a big clear right there. 21 was able to steal the boost, though. That's a big thing right there. As we see, 21's backing off, and there's a huge back pass to actually keep possession by the Barbarians. What a great play right there. Gun Killer plays this patiently. Very smart. He's up in the air. Exactly zero. It's a whifty right there. They both missed. And Gun Killer not able to play this. Poteet's going to have a chance right here. Oh, and the ball plays out to him off the 50-50, but it's still in the Barbarians' half. Huge shot off the crossbar. Defia, does he have it? He does. 2-1 game.
Dude, Defia just waited that one out. It was well done. It almost looked like he was trying to wait for the Barbarians defender. It looked like Rubber Duck just to try to jump possibly. Great touch by him, right in the upper corner. We've got a pretty good game right now. High pressure. It's a fun one.
Yeah, it's definitely a back and forth. It's an exciting match right now. Oh, it's Despisatrion, according to my message just now that I received on Discord. So, Despisatrion, or Despisadon. I still am messing it up, but a huge air dribble right here by Gun Killer.
Yeah, Gun Killer's just trying to make it easier on her. He's like, we know how to pronounce his name. He's like, he's just going to score for us.
Yeah, absolutely. As I sit here and try to read my Discord messages real quick, it's Atron. Okay, we're going to go with Atron for the rest of the match.
I like Atron.
Apparently I cannot talk, so. But what a play right there by CS Gunkiller. Little air dribble. Pressure now by the Barbarians, though. The flick comes in, and Atron's able to make the save, and Defy is also able to make the save right here. And once again, the Barbarians have pressure in the blue half.
They definitely have the pressure. It just seems like they're missing that breakout pass from the corner just to get that extra touch. And you got to give the Watts credit. I'm watching them. They're pretty regimented about making sure they're front post and back post and being where they need to be, and that's all the credit in the world to them.
Oh. Nobody on the back post right there, but unfortunately cannot capitalize on the touch. Gunkiller's going to play this away. Rubber Duck is able to get it away from him, and Defy's going to play it over to the side for Gunkiller, who gets the flick, and it's saved by exactly 0.
Well done by him.
Absolutely.
Watts are bringing back the pressure now. Ooh, that could have been a close one.
Defy should have a banger right here. He plays it over to the side. Poteet's going to play this also over it. And a little double commit. Let's see if this will punish them. Rubber Duck's going to take a touch. He's going to go off the wall here, try to get a touch to the mid. And we have a cluster in the corner as Defy's going to play this out, and it's a 3-1 game. We can go ahead and call this over. Game 1 goes to the Watts, 3-1.
Man, I mean, the Watts did a lot of things to like in that game. I mean, you could tell Gunkiller had that nice little air dribble and that play in the air. And, you know, he completely deserves to be the MVP of that game based on the way he played. But his teammates deserve a lot of credit too. Defy and Atron, just because the way they rotated and the way they were in place, they were just very, very patient and smart. And Defy had that nice little play too over in the right corner of the goal to put them up, if I recall. I think that was either the first or second goal. So well done by them. Now, for the Barbarians, you saw it a little bit towards the end, a couple of those booming passes from the corner that were just maybe a little too far. And maybe their middle guys just kind of a little bit out of position, but they have some chances. So we'll see if they can bring it up here for the second game and make this a close series.
Absolutely, and the thing I really liked about the Watts this game was their positioning and their spacing. They were really well spaced out. They were able to deal with pressure, and that's literally just because, I mean, they were covering front post and back post, just like you said. The Watts were able to handle with that pressure, and it's going to be great.
And from what I crawl from amateur, sometimes that's a big battle too, because not a lot of teams necessarily are great about that. You can see a lot of individual talent, but if you're not rotating, then all of a sudden, you know, other teams will find your weakness.
Absolutely. And so as we get into game 2 here, between the Watts and the Barbarians, Despizatron. That is how you pronounce his name. I might still... did we lose the server?
I think we're still here.
We're still here, but the server might have crashed for maintenance. No, we're still here, ready for game 2 whenever they are. So they have all the right in the world to take the time that they want. So we're going to wait for the Watts and Barbarians to take the pitch. Until then, I mean, just Watts putting away shots. It's literally just as simple as that.
It's a good tagline for him, too. I like it.
Thank you, yeah. Hey, Watts, you're allowed to take that. I'm letting you know right now. Watts putting away shots. If you want to push for that championship, make it your tagline.
It's the EM, man. You got to put Visionary on the payroll for you. He's coming up.
Absolutely. And we're going to have Rubber Duck versus CS Gunkiller for the kickoff right here.
Both
and a huge 50-50. Goes right to... Go ahead, sir. Sorry.
No, I apologize. I was going to say, both teams staying with the same lineups for this one, too. No subs as of yet.
Yep. And I like that play because, as we saw, the Barbarians did have some good pressure. They just weren't able to convert really out of the corners. And you see the Watts obviously won the last game, so you like to see them both stick it out. Defy is actually going to leave that. Huge fake over there in the corner. Gets it past another. Let's see if he plays this off the wall. He's actually going to take his time, play it up. He might have another touch here. Gets a little ground pinch over to the side. And it's just going to be left for Poteet, who has no boost, unfortunately. And Gunkiller's already up. He's going to play this high and away. Now let's see how the Barbarians deal with this.
Ooh, could have been a dangerous one.
Absolutely. I mean, the Fire's going to try to keep this in the middle. Gunkiller might have a turnaround. He plays it past one. The goal is open right now, but he can't get the angle. They almost own goal it, but exactly 0 is going to be able to get it away. Gunkiller's going to turn back around and try to keep the pressure on right now. And he does that by centering the ball. Despizatron is up, and yes, I said his name right for the first time.
Atron appreciates this, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Atron's a beast. You gotta let him know.
You gotta give it... I'm sorry, I was gonna say, you can see right now too, the Watts are getting a lot more time with the ball. you're not seeing the Barbarians really pressure him as much, and I think that's putting the Barbarians on their heels. And I mean, you don't want to give the Watts too much time. You can tell they can make some shots. They've been close to them so far.
Absolutely. And I mean, like right now, you just see them taking advantage of the space that's being given too. They're keeping the ball close. They're dribbling. They're trying to make plays that way. Whereas you see the kind of ping pong ball that's being played with the Barbarians right now. They're kind of throwing it downfield, hoping to chase and get a shot. But as I say that, there's a chance. And Atron's able to play it away. Rubber Duck's got to make a touch over here in the corner. He is the first up. Gunkiller's actually going to play it up on the wall. It's up. Atron's up. Poteet makes the save. Plays it away. Gets the clear. But the pressure is not over yet. Defier has an open net right here, and he plays it in. 1-0 Watts.
Man, great play by Defier right there out of the corner. Nice touch into the corner and just followed it up. Nobody on the Barbarians was able to get it, and Rubber Duck just looked like maybe he went for that side boost, wasn't able to recover. I think that front post guy was just probably a little bit too urgent, or felt a little bit too much urgency to go for the ball. Maybe he was a little more patient. He probably has a better hit on that. Good play by the Watts.
Yep, and Atron over here going to be able to steal the boost as well in the corner. Gunkiller's up. He's going to get a little pitch out to the fire. But Exactly Zero is able to play it away, and Despisatron is going to have to go back here and play it away. He does, but gets demoed for his efforts. Here's a big touch by Exactly Zero, goes back into the corner. They have to get it out of here if they want to keep pressure right now. And there's a good center right there, and Poteet is up, and he gets dunked by Despisatron. Rubber Duck plays it up. Gunkiller's able to play it away. And right now, you're just, oh, that is just unfortunate.
It almost looked like the last defender there, which I think was Rubber Duck. Yeah, looked like he maybe thought he had a teammate back there, and I'm not sure where Poteet was. Might have still been recovering in the offensive end. But it looks like maybe their comms are a little lacking. They just weren't able to get there. But well done by the Watts, taking advantage.
Absolutely, and Gunkiller gets credited for the own goal, and as we get to play that away, once again, another kickoff win, and Defia is going to play this off the corner. And a great dunk. Oh,
wow. What
my God, Defia.
Flip it.
Yeah, clip that. You got to F8 that right now. You're just going to play it off the defender and directly into the goal, Defia. We see you, brother. We see you. Just use him as a bouncing post and shoot that right into the net. Great shot, Defia.
It was perfect. And you got to give Defia credit. I mean, it was a great play. Everybody's going to look at the end result there. But the reason he did that is he had a great recovery. He recovered from the air right back onto the wall. I mean, that's just something you don't necessarily see as great as, an amateur. And props to him. That was solid.
Absolutely. Big miss in front, though. Poteet's up. He has a chance to beat him. He does.
Oh, man. The Barbarians answer. Poteet. Back when we were talking about the stats, to me, Visions and Poteet have been kind of the difference makers for this team. And up to now, Poteet hasn't been able to get a real good handle on the ball and as good as touches as he probably would have liked. But that's a great one for him. Way to put it in the net.
Great double jump aerial right there. Good speed. Hits it right into the net over the defender. You got to love that. And for the first time as well, you kind of see the Barbarians are able to get a solid 50-50 that isn't shot into their side-off kickoff. And Gunkiller's actually going to play this towards their net. A double commit, but results in a pinch.
It's a great play by them. I don't know if that's exactly what they were trying to do necessarily, but it worked out quite well.
Yeah, absolutely. Defire actually gets a miss here. Rubber Duck only has to beat one. He does and gets the demo for his efforts. It's up to Gunkiller. He plays it over to the corner, and Rubber Duck's still chasing. Gets a huge pinch, and there's going to be a chance here. Everybody's awkward.
Oh, man. That's the Barbarians' chance right there. They need somebody in the middle just waiting on that. I'm not sure if that was the guy who was probably went a little for the aerial there, so wasn't able to get the touch, but they had their chance.
Right. Despisatron. Despisatron with a double jump right here just beats everybody on the Barbarians to make this a 4-1 game.
And that's all on Atron right. That was well done. He took it right into the defender, who took probably a bad 50, and just went straight back over to the middle, and Atron just comes up and follows it up. Well done by him. He just put himself a perfect spacing.
Yep. And let's see how this kickoff goes. Once again, I mean, the Watts are just dominating kickoffs right now, and it's just leading to easy pressure for them and easy starts. Gunkiller's up. He's going to beat everybody. He's going to be off the post. Rubber Duck is able to make the save, however. Defia's going to play this straight to the middle. Ghostkiller actually bunts his own teammate, and Despisatron's going to be up for a little pinch in the corner here. He's going to leave it for Ghostkiller. Or CSGO Killer, excuse me. And Defia's going to play this off the wall.
I was going to say, it looks like Chad also wants him to call him Daz, by the way.
Yes, sir, Daz.
We're just going to give him a bunch of nicknames tonight. He's earned a bunch of...
Ball off the post, and Gunkiller's able to play that away. Yeah, I guess we're just going to make everybody have nicknames tonight.
And Daz taking an interesting one right over the middle there, but able to get that just out. No pressure by the Barbarians in the ball right there, and they're not able to make him pay for it.
Gunkiller's able to make that stop right there, and Exactly Zero's able to play it away. Oh my God, big miss right there, but Exactly Zero stopped all of his momentum for the challenge, and now Rubber Duck's in the corner. And we're just kind of seeing the same thing out of the Barbarians right now, unfortunately. It's just a little bit too much corner play, and they're not able to get that second touch to center it.
Yeah, it's close ones, but I mean, you're right. I think they just seem to be missing something. I know Visions isn't here, and he's one of their difference makers for this team, and you can definitely tell. I mean, it just seemed like they're missing that guy with maybe a killer instinct and just able to put that ball in the net.
Gunkiller's going to play this off the wall. Daz is up. He's not able to make the touch, and that's a 4-1 victory for the Watts once again.
Man, the Watts are just on a roll right now. I mean, you just saw great individual plays. I mean, the one that stands out, obviously, the fire right off the wall there, just, kind of taking all the morale out of the Barbarians, it seemed like, with his follow-up. I mean, the Barbarians have to answer right now, otherwise this could be a sweep that we might be looking at here. I think if the Barbarians are going to, they're probably going to need Poteet to step up and just, probably be their offensive force. Because it looks like Rubber Duck and Xer they're having good contact, but they're not really able to get the ball in the middle where it needs to be consistently.
Yep, I completely agree with that. And, I mean, we'll see if they make a substitution here. They have... Oh, they only have 3 in the lobby right now, so we'll see. Everybody's readied up, so I don't think a substitution is being made. So we're going to see the same lineups once again for this game.
You love to see it. I mean, these teams
and you love to see Rocket League, by the way. Server went down for maintenance.
At
So,
least
guys, we're going to get that right back up for you. We promise.
I mean, it's one thing, Rocket League's good for. Like, they just don't want you to be happy with the servers, They're just going to make you sort it out a little bit.
Absolutely. Despizatron. All right, chat. Despizatron. Did I say it right that time?
I'm hearing that. I'm hearing also they want us to call him Daz, I think.
And I also just null idea just threw out in chat, and I know he was in the ocean last season, so he also threw out call him Big D. Gotcha.
Hurry up. The Big D would be a good one too. I'm sure he might like that one.
Absolutely. I mean, I don't think anybody would ever be mad about that.
Definitely worse nicknames to have for sure.
Absolutely.
I mean, I've been trying to get my team to call me Big Thunder, but they're not going for that.
I could see it, the Thunder-esque. The problem is you called yourself Thunder-S, so you can't necessarily be Thunder because you're only Thunder-esque, But I do like the nickname Big Thunder.
I mean, if nobody's going to make a nickname for you, you're just going to make it up for yourself, right? I mean, that's how this works.
I don't think that's how that works. I don't think that's how any of this works.
Well, that's how Dasker. I mean, he's got about 30 nicknames to pick from here, so he's
absolutely. He's gonna watch this VOD back and be like, other than the fact that we're obvious idiots.
We're lovable idiots who mean very well, though. We promise.
Absolutely. But Beans to XD in the chat with Thunder Thighs.
Oh God. Blue Eyes Thunder Thighs.
Blue Eyes Thunder Thighs. That's the best name in RSC, by the way, no doubt.
Oh,
Blue 100%. Eyes, if you're watching, 100% the best name in RSC.
So it looks like we got all the teams ready to go here. I mean, do you see any way the Watts don't win this next one? Because right now the Barbarians just look overmatched.
Honestly, if the Barbarians just get that one touch in the corner, that one extra touch to center it and put away their chances, I mean, we could see a much more even game. It won't be 4-1 again, I can tell you that much. As far as everything else goes, they just have to be a little bit more solid on defense and a little bit better communication. But that's something that you can kind of clean up mid-series. So I really hope that they can actually get to that. So
I hope so. They definitely have a lot of talent on this team. We'll see if they can pull it out. One thing I would look at too, it looks like their speed just seems a little bit slower on the Barbarians too, for some reason.
For sure, but I mean, there's not like there's anything wrong with that. If they're going to play slower, they need to take advantage of the space that they have, though, and they haven't really been doing that. They've been playing a little bit of boomer ball and just trying to get it out of their half.
Very true.
So if they take advantage of that space, it's totally fine if they play slower. As CSO Gun Killer, I'm going to keep messing that up too. Jesus Christ, it's the night of names for me right now. Defia's going to play this back, and we're going to call him Daz. Daz actually has a touch, exactly 0, able to clear it out. And Zero is going to continue with this. This is that space that they need to take advantage of. It's right there. Poteet is up. He has a chance. He plays it high, and it's just off the crossbar.
Great play by Zero, though. He had both those 50s, was just taking it on himself to try to make an offensive play. That's what they're going to need. I mean, Poteet's just got to finish those, but let's see if they can create a couple more opportunities for themselves like that. And,
Gun Killer's up for this. He's going for the double touch. He plays it off the crossbar. Defia is there. He's going to play it high once again. Does the third come in? Does he have the touch? Stuffed at the net by exactly 0.
Good defensive plays right here so far. I mean,
Absolutely.
Gun Killer is a nut for amateur. I played with him last season. He could very easily be in contender the way he plays.
And exactly zero. Oh, exactly zero's backwards, and Gunkiller's just there to take advantage of it. And he hits him with that little cheeky great pass right there in the chat as well. Little savagery going on right now. Gunkiller just takes it away, and the Watts are up again, 1-0.
Looks like just the spacing for the Barbarians killed him right there. I think two of them were right next to it, maybe just misreading the touch and maybe not communicating as well as they probably need to, and it's costing them right now. Oh, no.
Ooh, double touch by Petit. It's right in front of the net, and Defy is able to put it away. That's just unfortunate. I mean, right there, you got Petit doing everything he possibly can to try to clear that ball, and unfortunately just double touches it right back in front. There's nothing you can really do about that.
No, 100%. That's just a tough one. I think we've all been in that spot where you have those kickoffs spooned back at you and you're trying to make a play, and Pope was trying. Just wasn't able to get the correct touch, but good play by, or good try by him. They seem to be having a lot of kickoffs too, by the way.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying all match, is those kickoffs have really been in and up in the Barbarians' half for most of the game. Gunkiller's actually out in front of everybody. Defia's in here for a shot, and it's going to be right in. Defia with a straight banger into the center of the net.
And Defia's on fire right now. He was a terrible pun. He's playing well and feeling it, man.
Absolutely. I mean, if this was NBA Jam, you would see fire coming out of his car right now, and I don't mean boost.
100%. Great reference there.
Thank you, I'm old.
Oh, I'm right there with you, man. Everybody should play NBA Jam.
Absolutely. Super Nintendo or bust, brother. Super Nintendo or bust. Exactly Zero is going to play this over to the corner. The Fire is actually going to play it straight up. Zero's going to lead this one, and Daz is going to... We have a little wifty out in the front again. Petit's going to try to get back to this. We have exactly Zero up. Rubber Duck actually with a banger on net. It's up to Defire. He does play it away with a nice double jump.
Let's see if Gunkiller, what he can do here. Oh, looks like he was thinking about maybe doing something a little bit cheeky off the wall.
Exactly Zero able to play it off the crossbar. What a touch. And Daz is going to play it over off the back. Exactly Zero giving Rubber Duck a ton of space here. He actually gets the dunk on CS Gunkiller. There's one of those touches in the corner we were talking about, and Poteet is not able to put it away because he's blocked.
Good 50 there by Rubber Duck, trying to put the ball in the middle.
What a bump.
Oh. Just a miscommunication and double commit there, but Barbarians cost him a goal.
And Gunkiller's actually going to play this over towards the net. Another small double commit. I don't think it's going to hurt him that much. Gunkiller's going to play this off the top. He's up first. He plays it off the post. Poteet, they have a 3v1 right now. If he can get beat, that net is open. The Barbarians have to take advantage of this right now. He plays it to the center, and nobody's just quite there.
Oh, man, that's a tough one. You always try to play the ball to where your teammates are rather than where they should be, and that's an instance of it right there. His teammates just weren't up with him, unfortunately. Great pass, though.
Yeah, it was. Nice little 50 right there. Daz is going to play this over to the corner. He's going to go for that little double jump again, try to be cheeky and pop it over. Defia is going to try to play this off the wall, and Poteet's actually going to play this away. CS Gunkiller back up, playing this to the center for his team. Is anybody there? Rubber Duck's going to be the first one, but that is a double commit. Rubber Duck's going to be over here. Gets the air roll around the ball, an unfortunate little spin right there, and Defia's going to be able to play it away.
And I think at this point, it's tough for the Barbarians when they've had you almost have like a shock and awe campaign here by the Watt. They just come out firing on all cylinders, it seems like. And I think the Barbarians are just trying to recover. They just need a couple goals just for morale at this point, just to get ready for the next game, it seems like.
I completely agree. I mean, they've had some chances this game. They haven't been able to convert, and that's, like we said in the pregame, that was what they needed. They needed their chances to be converted. And right now they have 2 shots and no goals. What a save by Rubber Duck, as we mentioned that, by the way. I mean, they're not doing a bad job.
No, not at all.
They just have to convert when it comes. Nice dunk right there. Oh, all 3 are up. Poteet's going to have to get back here. Let's see who's the first to the ball. Rubber Duck's trying to get a 50, and he can't. And Gunkiller's going to be first on the ball, which I can't say I'm surprised at this point.
There's probably a good reason for it.
I completely agree with you. And we have Rubber Duck right here. Gets 50'd out by Defia. It's going to play it back to the middle high. And Poteet is up. He gets a good touch. And Daz is just going to be able to play this away. 30 seconds left. You really hope that they can make a play right here. The Barbarians need to get some kind of momentum going for Game 4 here.
The way it's looking right now, it looks like the Watts almost might put in another goal, make it a 4-0 game.
And as soon as you say that, third man just committed. Rubber Duck does have another chance to try to pass this middle. Gets it 3-1. Defia's able to play it away. Exactly Zero gets a nice little cheeky double touch right there. Let's see if he can get another touch to the center. Daz is going to be there, and it looks like that's going to be Game 3. 3-0 Watts. They're
Man,
just continuing pressure. Like, I don't know if there's anything else to say about that. They outshot them 7-2. I mean, 3 saves by the Barbarians. It's a real good effort, but they really just need to put away their opportunities when they come.
they really do. I mean, they've had some for sure. I mean, you see, like, in particular, Exactly Zero and Rubber Duck are both making some nice 50s and challenges and getting the ball down. And you're right. I think in that one especially, that game, they put the ball over the middle. There's just nobody there. It just seems like a spacing issue, or like, hate to keep saying it, but Com's probably too to some degree. But on the other side, the Watts, man, they just look fantastic right now. Defia just stepping up. I mean, we've been talking a lot about Gun Killer, but Defia had that one great goal last game. I think we saw, and then he's just putting in goals left and right here too. Just you could tell they've Watts have some real talent on their team.
Absolutely. And just the unrelenting pressure. They're winning every kickoff, and it's affording them to be able to attack early off of every single kickoff. And that is just continually suffocating the Barbarians. They're getting starved on boost. They're panicking a little bit. They're double committing a little bit. And the Watts are just able to take advantage right now. It's literally that simple.
Oh, 100%. I mean, when you've got a talented team and you've got that pressure to going with you too, I mean, that's a really hard team to beat.
Completely agree with you. So we'll see if the Barbarians can pull this out to make it a 3-1 for the Watts. We're definitely hoping for it. We want to see a great game 4 right here. So whenever they are ready, we're ready to see them on the pitch as well.
One point you made too is a great one about how Gun Killer in particular seemed to be first every ball. Man, when you're having one of those days and you're just feeling it, I mean, Gun Killer is always pretty good, but when you're feeling it, you're even faster to the ball. It seems like, and it seems like it's definitely one of those days for him.
I agree with you. He's just outpacing everybody on the pitch right now. I'd like to go into ball chasing and see his stats and see his speed percentage versus everyone else right now.
Oh yeah, there's no doubt he's number one. You'd have to figure.
Yeah, Defia's been playing pretty speedy himself, but once again another kickoff. But they are able to deal with it, put it into the blue half to start off with. Dose is going to play this over to the corner. Apparently now it's Dose with an O, according to chat. So we're just having all the nicknames right now. Exactly Zero is going to be able to play this away to the side. Gun Killer is going to play it to the side, but Rubber Duck is going to be there. Poteet's going to be able to play it. Exactly Zero is going to get in his way a little bit, but he actually gives him the chance for the shot and the air dribble. He gets the dunk. It's off the post.
What a close one by Pote right there. It was a great great take on his part. It's just a fraction of a millimeter, it seems like, off the goal.
Yeah, that's super unfortunate. That was a great setup. It was a great air dribble. They have an open net right now. Let's see if they can take advantage of it. Poteet's in front. He does play it, and he gets it. Barbarians get the first lead of the series, 1-0 in Game 4.
Man, you love to see it. I mean, you could tell. I mean, Rubber Duck just did a great job getting the ball down there from their defensive end. And Pote just, probably didn't love the last result, but he loves this one. Great play by him to finish it off. You kind of got me curious now. I almost want to know the origin of Atron's name now. Is it like, kind of like a Megatron thing, like Transformers,
That is a great question. And I mean, I believe he is a Cynet player, so it makes all the sense in the world to have 14 letters of S's and a 21 attached to the end. So I'm really curious about how the name came about.
We'll have to do our due diligence afterward to find out.
Absolutely. I wish we could bring him onto an interview. Exactly Zero is actually going to have an open net right here. And he does play the ball over to the side. Gun Killer is able to play it away. Poteet's going to play this. That's a big boom. They might have gotten caught out. Can Rubber Duck catch up to it? He can. Plays it over to the corner, grabs the boost, and is going to start the counterattack here. Gets a boom. Defia has to make the save, and he does.
Both teams here taking those big touches, just trying to catch the other team napping a little bit. But you got to give both teams credit. I mean, they had that third guy back. Well, it was pretty close for both cases. They were where they needed to be.
Absolutely. Gun Killer's actually going to pop this up. Defia's up as well. Stuffed in front of the net. It's up to Rubber Duck right now. Daz is up as well, or Dose, excuse me. Defia's going to play it over to the side. Poteet is up. Exactly Zero has to bail him out.
Oh, man, what an offensive play right there. Definitely have an opportunity.
Yeah. Gun Killer's going to have a shot right here. He has shown off his aerial skills before. He does not get the touch here, though, however. Defia's going to try to play it over. He gets blocked off to the side, and Gun Killer's right back on it. Rubber Duck's actually going to play it in front of the net. Gun Killer has an open net, and it's tied 1-1.
Just an unfortunate touch there, it looks like, by the Barbarians. Gun Killer's just putting the pressure on the side. Oh, and he just hits it right over his teammate, too. It's an unfortunate one. But Gun Killer is he followed it up, was in perfect position. Well done by him.
Absolutely. You love to see it. I mean, again, it's just pressure. That's all it is. They're just causing them to crack. It's nothing more, nothing less. The Watch just have more pressure, and they're having more success because of it.
Oh, and if anybody's ever been on the receiving end of some good pressure in Rocket League, it can be a tough one sometimes.
What a save by Defia right there.
Yeah, he's definitely showing up tonight.
Absolutely. Dose is going to play this over to Gunkiller. Gunkiller's going to try to play it off the wall. Dose actually doesn't make it as well. We might have a 2v1 situation right here if anybody's pushing up. They're not. Exactly Zero is going to play it into the wall, and Dose is going to be able to play it away.
Man, close one there. I mean, it looked like they probably had the odd man advantage, just weren't able to take advantage of it, which just seems kind of pretty reminiscent of how this game has gone so far for them.
Absolutely. Exactly Zero with a good touch. Gunkiller's going to be able to play it towards net. Poteet's going to be able to play it away. Let's see what he has here. He's going for the air dribble. You love to see it. He's over one. The shot comes in. Rubber duck. 2-1 Barbarians.
Man, great play by Pote there, just taking it up off the wall, getting that extra touch. Not something you see in amateur all the time. And Rubber duck is well done. He's just in the right spot, sees Pote's not going to be able to get another touch, and puts it away for him. Barbarians the 2-1 lead.
And I honestly think that's been the biggest difference this game, is you see the Barbarians willing to commit that second man towards the net. They have nothing to lose right now. They are selling out. They are doing everything they can to try to secure game 4.
Which, based on how they've been playing and their positioning, it's probably a good move for them. And you see Rubber Duck just another goal.
Absolutely. I mean, again, they're just willing to commit the second man this game, and it's making the difference, all the difference in the world right now.
You wonder if between these games, the third and fourth game, they had a little bit of talk about spacing and positioning, because clearly something's changed for them.
Absolutely, and you love to see it. Right now, 3-1. They're salvaging their match series right now. You love to see it. Defia just bangs one. It's going to be a little bit high. Defia's actually able to play it. Rubber Duck does have the chance to make a save. Zero's actually going to take it away from him. And we're back into the corner again.
And by no means do we want to make it sound like the Watts don't have a chance here. We've seen their offensive firepower with Defia and Gunkiller. They can score pretty quickly.
Absolutely, and with 1:15 left, there's plenty of time to get 2 goals. Oh, a little pinch action? Is that going to drop?
Oh, and Defia, he hurt us.
Yeah, apparently so. I mean, you just see this little pinch right here from Daz, playing it back into Defia to get that ball lofted up, and it just goes top corner.
It's a very interesting touch, but very good patience by Defia on that one, just kind of waiting for the right exact moment to hit it. That could have been ended very badly if he'd gone about that differently.
Yeah. And did we just see a fake
I think we
on
did.
the kickoff? I am thoroughly impressed right now.
These teams are coming to play tonight. They knew they were going to be on stream. They're trying to bring everything from the playbook.
Absolutely. Right now, we're starting to see a little bit better spacing from the Barbarians. There's still 1 goal up as Defia plays this over in the corner. Rubber Duck is going to be able to beat out a double commit. That's actually going to be an open net, and that's just rolling in. Great shot by Poteet. Once again, you said he needed to get it going. He has 2 goals and 6 shots this game.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely been a difference maker for him, 100%. You can tell he kind of took the offensive burden upon himself, and I think a lot of it's just being in the right position. Right there, it's a great banger from the defensive end, and I think you can appreciate, like an amateur, that's how a lot of these goals are scored, so well done by him.
That is absolutely correct. And we get a dunk again by Poteet right here.
He's feeling it.
Absolutely. With that 2-goal lead, you got to feel pretty good right now about the Barbarians' chances.
I'd say as long as it doesn't go to a kickoff, because we've seen, I mean, I think as you've mentioned, the Watts definitely have an advantage on that. So as long as the Watts aren't able to get a quick goal, this one might be in the bag for the Barbarians.
Poteet in the air off the backboard once again, setting himself up a little dribble. Rubber Duck's able to play it to the side. Gunkiller has the ball. He has a chance right here. If they can get a goal real quick, they do have the opportunity. It goes high. Oh, and that's going to be game 4 for the Barbarians. Deciding to go ahead, just compact everything down, and pull out the 3-1.
I mean, a great overall series. I mean, you got to give everything to the Watts. I know they didn't get that last game, but they were just on fire this entire series, or at least the first 3 games. And they played pretty well in this one too. Just the Barbarians, as you mentioned, just had that offensive pressure. They really just kind of committed that extra person forward and trusted their teammates maybe just to, that they will be back and to make the plays when needed. And that made all the difference. So good props to the Barbarians for making that a 3-1 rather than the sweep.
Absolutely. It was a great adjustment by the Barbarians. Just pushing that second man forward really made the difference in the game. So you love to see that for sure. Want to give a shout out to both teams. Thank you so much for playing in the RSC on stream tonight. We certainly appreciate you guys. Once again, shout out to my man, Thunder, for being here as well, and Noobs behind the scenes. We're going to transition over to our second match. So if y'all give us just a minute, we'll be able to bring that right up